It's Week 11 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott, your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Cowboys and the Dolphins, next on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, this is a contest truly worthy, I guess you would say, of calling it a showdown. We have the league's #1 passing game going up against the league's #1 pass defense. Time to decide which of the league's best is truly supreme.
And for fans who love this game, who follow the NFL, matchup like this in the regular season can't really get any better, can it? And I know it's only the regular season, but the intensity that I'm feeling so far, already like a playoff atmosphere.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 65 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
From the 27, Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, They're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Oh, he shifts past him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
It'll be sick. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Looking to throw. Watkins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They're going to try and throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Watkins over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Watkins got a man. It's Waddle complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll try to run with Hall. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd down. Watkins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Come 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Two minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On 1st and 10, Watkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
19 Wyatt.
Looking to throw. Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
18
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
79 Broncos. Drop 50.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this 1st half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go on 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 31, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with a couple of heavyweights in the AFC. The big game of the weekend, New England taking on Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Giovanni Bernard, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well.
Hey, check that, street. Go, Reed, go.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Watkins sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Bilal Nichols there on the stop.
18 rattle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. Gets around him. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates!
Throwing again, Watkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. Top 50, top 50. Ready.
Looking to throw. Watkins. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Pat. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Happy Lions! Come back team! Come back team! 18, Pioneer! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Unlock Lions! Unlock Lions! Ready?
Here's a give to Hall. And he he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Let's go now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hall again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dumped out a wicked stiff arm.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Down left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back. to Miami. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
19 Tiger.
Here's Hall again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run, it's Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Holding, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Dolphins, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.